goats back. So, how to make them fun? Well, there happen to be some really good wineries up in Gambia. And we happen to have our friend, the French winemaker Marc, over at the moment from Champagne, working at Yering with my son. So we thought, why not combine all of that? So how to make things more complicated than necessary. Step 1, swap cars, pick up the work ute. Step 2, put on the horse float. Next important step is sticky tape back together the school float because, well, it's a school and schools run on sticky tape. Alright, all aboard the Gaffer Tape Express. Now it's off to meet the others. They're coming in a convoy and we'll go and see some wineries, pick up the goats in the Gambia and come on home.
Interesting way of wine across broad spectrum of style and price. Carefully aimed at the market niche. It was built on its legacy of Barca, yeah, by taking the old out of play, yeah! Where are we going?
I don't really know.
So we all have stories from when we were younger that shape us, and I suppose the guy that we're going to, whose winery we're going to visit right now, Sedona Estate, Paul, I used to work with him at a very dodgy winery in the Yarra Valley when it was boom time and everyone was rushing to plant. And long story short, the winery was really dodgy, there were bad ladders and really poor work practices. I broke my ankle on a night shift. Paul was really worried, I suppose, about getting into trouble because he was the guy who was in charge of the winery. So he refused to believe that my ankle was broken, refused to let me go home because fruit was coming in. So I ended up having to finish my shift for another 5 hours on a broken ankle. That involved driving forklifts, climbing ladders, operating pumps, changing lines, doing all that sort of heavy work. He then refused. By this stage, you can imagine 5 hours on a broken ankle. My ankle wasn't looking pretty. It was blown up like a football. He refused to call an ambulance because I think, to be honest, he was young and dumb. I was young and dumb. I think he was really worried about getting in trouble for calling an ambulance to a workplace and getting work cover involved. We had a really dodgy boss. He was just one of those slick, too cool, disgusting people. So I don't blame Paul, but he's certainly at the centre of one of my life stories that has inspired me in education to ensure that I teach my kids enough about the workplace, about safety and about their rights and common sense, so they're not intimidated like I was, and I'd like to think maybe Paul was, because I don't think that he would intentionally make someone work on a broken ankle, but that's what happened. Anyway, off we go to some more famous wineries up in the Gambia. First though, we've got to stop at Yea, because everyone in Victoria stops at Yea for two reasons: the toilets and the coffee.
Bon, nouveau week-end avec James et son père. On vient de s'arrêter à Yea. Et en fait, ici, tout le monde s'arrête ici soit pour un café, soit pour les toilettes, parce que c'est les seules toilettes à plusieurs heures à la ronde.
And now we're off to Milk. Hopefully they're open. Tabilk's got to be one of my favourite wineries. Yeah, the wine's good, but I think they've got that mix of corporate and social responsibility worked out really, really well. They're still family controlled and they really care about where they live. They're doing a lot of native seed replanting. They've got really good billabongs in great condition. They've just got the whole mix of productivity and environmental consciousness and social sustainability just worked out really, really well. When you come on wine tours with the Thompsons, you get the very best of treatment and the very best of transport.
Sorry? Oh.
Mark, how was the trip, mate? The car's great, isn't it?
Yeah, very big car.
Yeah?
Very
Very
quick.
comfortable.
It was really cool. Very spacious, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
But they're artesian. They're artesian.
Victoria, Tasmanian artisan. Jesus.
Down into the cellar we go.
Bon, on est dans une cave de 100-150 ans, quelque chose comme ça, juste au nord de l'état de Victoria. C'est plutôt pas mal, mais un petit peu sale. Tout provient de France, de la barrique à la presse. On est les meilleurs.
I just love that this winery still lets you walk through the cellars and they're not all OHS crazy. The Tabilk is still old-fashioned Australian. It hasn't, been taken over by the OHS Nazis, and they still let you walk through their drives. They just let you go down and have a look, and they trust people, and that's the way I grew up, and I just love coming back to places that work like that. It's so special, and it's really nice to take our French winemaking friends to these sort of places. And now to pick up goats, because no wine tasting trip is complete without a good goat. The goats, of course, are for work. So there's nothing like combining pleasure with work. That way you can write off your wine tasting as a work expense.
Des petites chèvres australiennes. Is the same one?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Close the door and then we'll take the collars off.
Yep.